What is up, guys? Welcome to the Axios Fux Podcast episode number, Vasily?
28.
28. That is crazy. That means I don't know how many months that was
since we started. Seven.
Dude, it doesn't seem like it's been this many, but if we were to listen to the first one again, I think so much has changed.
Well, I think it's gotten more. I think it's gotten more harsh, to be honest with you.
What?
But it's been more. It's more. Just how things are talked about. It's gotten more harsh.
Probably.
And there's no restriction at this point.
Right. So tomorrow.
Me.
Oh, really? There's just no filter. The filter is slowly just washed away.
Yeah, the onion's been peeled back so many times.
And also, it's like it's kind of there's a freedom in, like, if we had an overload of people watching the first one saying, attacking us, like
we would hold back.
We were saying we would have probably held back. But now at this point, it's like, okay, no one's like reported me for something that I said yet.
Yeah, that's the thing, dude. Whenever the concern you've talked about is when you get big, and I've had the same concern when you get big, someone's gonna dig up some old stuff.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing that kind of sucks. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, I feel like, dude, if something looks like it's so polished, it's just fake.
It's fake. Everything's so polished.
Everything that like seems to be so polished. Oh, I don't like say these things. I don't judge. Dude, everyone judges. Everyone judges.
Stop lying to yourself.
Yeah, don't lie. Like, it's actually not even good for you to lie. Like, you're literally lying to yourself for no reason.
Dude, your brain seems slow too. What do you have to drink last night?
Gin and teas.
Yeah?
Yeah, gin and teas. I don't feel like I feel great. But did you want me to tell you kind of what I wanted to talk about? First, I wanted to tell people that tomorrow is going to be our first call for the Axios Army. So it's our group, it's our men's group, and we have 20 people now of so many different walks of life, so many different.
Yeah, let's give him a rundown. You got someone who breeds dogs. Like he was talking about sending sperm like through UPS.
Yeah. I don't know if he freezes it or something, but like
probably freezes it.
And they aren't regular dogs. These are top of the line. Like,
yeah, he said 3 dogs made him $11,000.
Yeah, so he's selling. I think he told me like they go up to $50,000.
Yeah, so
or 20,000 or something. I don't know.
You got breeders, you got car salespeople, you got agents, you got Navy recruiters, you got door-to-door solar people.
Yep.
Bunch of different walks of life.
It's just a matter of time before we get some people that work for the government, like maybe police officers or like firefighters, you know, things like that.
I didn't even think about that, but that's facts.
So, we have this group.
You see what this guy said today? I mean, for example, like what we're posting in there is like, honestly, probably what you'd want to post, but not be judged.
Wait, say that again?
Like what is put in that group chat is what the typical person would want to probably post and get recognition, but is too afraid to post it on social media platforms because of being judged.
Was that what he said? I missed that.
No, I got that from what he was saying. Based off, he's like, if you listen to his recording, what he said, it was like saying what we were posting was getting him pumped because it was things that you don't see on social media because you're scared to get criticized.
Exactly. And that's kind of what it's for, because everyone knows that shadow banning is a thing. Everyone knows that you can't kind of say whatever you want or post whatever you want. So that's what the group is for. And I think that's what people have to understand, that if you want the full context of me and Vasily's life and these guys like who actually want to better their life, like the kind of curtain pulled back, that's what this is. You know, it's not going to be the same stuff that you see on social media. Everything on social media is a little brushed up.
Yeah, it's like everyone's concerned. Everyone's so concerned of what someone else thinks. That's what it is.
I mean, sometimes I'll literally record myself while I'm like waking up at 4:30 a.m. I just did that once, but yeah. like that pain, and that like stuff is not shown on social media.
No.
And that's the stuff, that's the meat and potatoes, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think
You
it's
know what
like,
I mean? That pain, that stuff, that's the context. That's like the main meal.
and the thing is, just by being in there, you feel honestly like when you're getting up at 4:30, and that's why I started doing it, is because I genuinely felt you feel like someone's beating you out. And so it's all a bit of
Mhm.
competition. It
Oh,
is
for
like
sure.
healthy
And
competition.
you know that even though some people aren't posting, they're getting up at 4:30, you know people are. Or
Yeah.
at least they're getting prepared
Yeah.
mentally to make this decision. Because even George, he was just like he got up early the other day too,
Hmm.
4:30 I think.
It's
So I
tough,
mean,
dude. You feel really bad. Last night
yeah.
I'm on probably 2 hours of sleep. Went for a run, um, the 2 open houses, signed an offer, um, did a bunch of stuff.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I gotta wake up. I mean, it's 9:38 here. I gotta be asleep by 10. I'm waking up at 4:30, so 6.5 hours.
Hmm. Yeah. And I'm I know that anything that like anything that happens throughout my day, if it doesn't go my way, I know I have that group.
Yeah.
In terms of like, I know I'm part of something bigger.
Yeah.
Regardless if anything else doesn't work out, I know I'm part of something bigger, which that I think will save people. Will save people from like bad habits. Will save people from, you know, a lot of different things, vices that could ruin your life.
There's three avenues for the people that join, I think, that can take. Either it makes them hate the group or us because it's making them feel so uncomfortable. That's
Hmm.
number one. Number two, they conform to it and they start doing those things. Or number
Yeah.
three, they're just an observer.
Hmm.
So I think a lot, when it gets really big, you're going to get a lot of the one, which they're going to start probably not liking it because it pulls
Yeah.
them away from comfortable feeling like, why are these people doing this? Like, what's the purpose? What's the
Hmm.
purpose of doing this? And if it bothers you, then clearly it's like a self-reflection. It's a
Yeah.
self-reflection. You just don't want to admit it, unfortunately.
Yeah. And I think that it allows it gives people permission to be, you know, their honest self, because I think if you do not first confront the fact of your own position, or maybe what you should be doing, because I feel like everyone knows what they should be doing, but they're just not doing it.
Mhm.
Like, for example, everyone should probably um, have a portion of their day that they are strictly and very focused work, like some extreme focused work, not having to do with your job, strictly for your own business or your own thing. I think
Mhm.
everyone knows they should do that, but they don't. I think everyone knows that they should spend time working on their physique every day and building their body up, but not everyone does it. I think everyone knows that if they woke up 3 hours earlier every day, their life would be better,
It's
but no
just
one does
fact.
it.
It's
I
fact.
think everyone knows they should travel more. I think everyone knows they should know more than one language. That they should, try shoot for their best body, or shoot to make more money. But we tell ourselves otherwise, and I think that honesty factor is what that's like my goal on a daily basis now, and it's a bigger purpose than what I had even a month ago. Like, I mean, this podcast is really the Axios Army is really a result of this podcast.
It is.
So
Yeah.
the cool thing is that every day now, I think, and I want this to be the goal for everyone in the group, hopefully it is at some point, is how can I be a better representation of staying true to what I know I need to be doing on a daily basis? How can I be a better representation? Not how can I tell people what to do? How can I
No.
be a better leader in my own life and do what I need to do, you know?
Hmm. And that's what it is. The group it's not like a ran by one person. There's
No.
admins, but the admins are only there to really Like if someone says something ridiculous or goes against to what they're going to be signing on to, you're getting
Yeah.
booted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like I had someone, so for the person who posted into the chat that they did this $1 million in sales volume of solar sales, right? I
Mhm.
had this person, and he always seems to comment. He always seems to comment. All he sent me was the emoji, and it was a cap.
Oh my gosh.
And I go, dude, I just said straight up, if you're hating on certain things, then that's telling the universe you don't want it.
Yeah,
So,
facts. Oh, that's facts.
and he didn't take it super lightly. He's like, what are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, why not believe it?
Right.
What makes you like, why? Why in yourself would you just not believe it? There's a reason why. It's
Yeah.
because you know you can't do it.
Right.
You're a bum.
And yeah, and it starts with that. It starts with like, dude, if you don't even think something's possible, you're not going to go after it.
And it's a bum attitude, not a bum person. And that
Yeah.
bum attitude and that bum
Keeps you a bum.
it keeps you a bum. And it's like, and it's only if I'm not going to be honest with you, it's not going to help you. If I'm going to tell you facts or think what you want to think or something, I mean, that's stupid too. It's like, dude, you got to fix it.
Yeah.
Burden
No,
yourself.
I totally agree. And somebody said the other day, and he's a part of this. His page is Superhuman Fathers on Instagram. I like to give credit when it's due, and he has an amazing page. I think everyone should follow him, especially if you're a father. But he basically said, what if you did everything that you knew you wanted to do and knew you had to do, despite your physical or emotional, just blocking that out.
Mm-hmm.
Anything physical or emotional. I think we all have those periods in time where we think so logically exterior to our physical and emotional. For example, the time when you're when David Goggins says this, he says, when you're sitting on your couch and you're like, hey, I want to run a marathon. At the time that you think that, you're in a nice AC place, you're hydrated, you have a full stomach. So you think, oh, okay, despite the physical that I'm going to have to go through, I know I want that. So that's what I'm kind of talking about. But what about on the emotional side as well? What if you want to be just like I've been thinking about this lately. I want to be as hard as possible, like in terms of my emotional stability. I don't want to be phased by things. I want to be able to wake up at 4:30 and not have that voice in my head saying, hey, Christian, like, just lay back down for a little bit. Like, I want to immediately get up, make my bed, take my energy, and then go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, last night, I'm just thinking about it. Like, last night, I was on my way to Boston. I had a Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got to where I was going. I had Red Bull tequilas. Okay.
That sounds bomb, actually. I've never had
bomb, right? And then I went to the cafe, had a cappuccino, and then 2 espresso martinis.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's so much caffeine. That's
so
disgusting.
much. Wait, and that morning, and I also had pre-workout that morning. So I had pre-workout Red Bull, cappuccino,
yeah, dude,
espresso martinis. I put my head on the pillow at 3:15.
Yeah.
And I woke up at 4:30.
Yeah, dude, that's, I mean, and you know what? I really respect the fact that guys in the group are like noticing.
Yeah, you got to notice
that we're doing what we're setting out to do. And it's not going to be perfect at first, but the fact is as long as you're trying to progress, that's,
I mean, if you're typically waking up at 8 and you work all the way down to getting to waking up at 6:30, that's huge.
Oh yeah.
Even if you could just get to 6:30.
Big time. Yeah, for sure.
So if there's some sort of gain on a stat, dude, who cares? Whether it be 10 minutes, whether it be 2 hours, whether it be 5 minutes, whatever it may be. It's an increase in stats.
Exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had. Is like, if people can be honest with themselves about if your physical body wasn't a thing, like all the the extra crap that comes with a physical body. Let's say your idea. I mean, let's think about the person who ran the first 5-minute mile. It wasn't possible at first.
No.
After one person does it, now there's dozens of people. So it's almost like that type of thing. Okay, if you take that out of the picture, there's no physical limitations. Then what about emotional limitations? Like that could be holding you back. Like, what if you did have the guts to move to a different country? What if you did have the guts to go and do that thing that you feel like you can't do? So those are the two things, the physical ones. What if you could do a 100-mile run, and be okay with that and actually let that simmer, and then go do that. And I feel like this group is going to breed things that have never been done before, because we're opening a space for people to remove those limitations that could be somebody else's physical limitations.
Someone says in a group, even if someone has $1 and they say, and they've never made a sale in their life, and they come in the group and they say, I want to net 50 grand the next 30 days. Like, it's not like, I don't think anything of it.
No.
It's more like good, like great.
Go for it. Yeah.
You should go for it. But if you do that in a regular group, someone's going to say, listen, you should take it slow. You should figure out how to do this. You should figure out how to do that.
Exactly.
Take all the things out.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I think that that's what's going to happen. I mean, I really don't think that there is going to be a group like this, because the cool thing about, I think me and Vasily about this group is that we aren't trying to conform people. We're literally have the cap off for people to use this as they want. We say it all the time. You could use it to network. You could use it if you want accountability. You could use it if you need somebody today somebody was like, hey, come to Oregon if you want to see how it is living here. Like, I could show you around or something like that.
So cool.
Yeah, it's like
so cool.
Now you have a network of people all around the world, and
before you even meet the person, you know everything about them based off this group. You know exactly so much about their personality.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I'm noticing more and more that people within the group, they're talking about the group. They are, a lot of that type of stuff. So I really like to see that, because it makes every day I wake up and I'm like, dude, how can I provide this group more value? And the best way I can do that is just to be an example of no limitations physically or emotionally.
Yeah.
But that's all I got.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. I'll get this post. Cool. I'll actually send this. I'm going to send this link into the group too. Have them listen to it.
Sweet. Okay. Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Christian. Peace out.
Okay. Peace.